Assalamu alaikum and good afternoon, students. Hope you are doing well and you are understanding well what we are studying and reading. Any concerns from the previous lectures, you are always welcome to ask. Today, we are going to discuss element 3 of the management of international health and safety, the part health and safety management system, organizing, organizing phase or organizing section we are going to discuss. Yesterday we discussed in very detail the policy. Now we are discussing the organizing. What are the learning outcomes of this element? You can see my screen.
Yes, sir, I can see, sir.
Okay. So after completing this element or this section, you will be able to outline health and safety roles and responsibilities of employers or different level of employees like employers, CEOs, directors, board members, managers, supervisors, engineers, until the workers. And you will be able to explain the concept of health and safety culture, like what is health and safety culture, how it will be promoted, what are the influence, who is influencing the culture. You can outline the human factor with influencing behavior. Yeah, you will be able to explain how human factors or the other factors in the organizations or in the workplace influence the behavior of the employees, what bring them to a good behavior and what bring them to a poor or negative behavior for health and safety. You will be able to outline the need of emergency procedure arrangements and contacting emergency services. You will be able to outline the requirement of effective provision of first aid in the workplace. These are the topics which we are going to discuss in this element. So standards for the organizing. When an health and safety management system is being prepared, a policy is developed, and after developing the policy, they are going to implement, they are organizing it, like how it will work and who is able to drive this one. हेल्थ एंड सेफ्टी पॉलिसी बनाने के बाद नेक्स्ट फेज या नेक्स्ट सेक्शन आता है उसकी इम्प्लीमेंटेशन का, और इसमें ऑर्गेनाइजिंग सेक्शन आता है जिसमें ऑर्गेनाइज किया जाता है, प्लान किया जाता है उस पूरे प्रोसेस को कि ये किस तरह इम्प्लीमेंट किया जाएगा, कौन इसको चलाएगा और इसको कैसे चलाया जाएगा. तो इसके लिए अगेन हम स्टडी करते हैं और ये आता है कन्वेंशन C115 में एंड रिकमेंडेशन 164 में. रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी फॉर इंश्योरिंग द वर्क प्लेस इज सेफ एंड फ्री ऑफ हेल्थ रिस्क विद द एम्प्लॉयर. जो एम्प्लॉयर है या जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है वो रिस्पॉन्सिबल है, जैसे कि मेंशन किया गया है कन्वेंशन 155 में और रिकमेंडेशन 164 में. अगेन हम जस्ट जो हमने पहले पढ़ा था उसी को एक दफा रिवाइज करते हैं. हु इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल और व्हाट आर द रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज ऑफ द एम्प्लॉयर इन द वर्क प्लेस. They have to provide safe place of work, safe plant and equipment, safe system of work, training and supervision on the in the workplace. These are the responsibilities which we study already or we read already as per Convention 155 of ILO. Next is organizing role. Organizational health and safety roles and responsibilities. Who is responsible? Employer. Then directors and senior managers, middle managers, safety specialist, workers, controller of the premises like security guards, security members, self-employed people, suppliers, contractors, joint occupiers of the premises. ये सब वो पार्टीज हैं या वो स्टेक होल्डर्स हैं जो रिस्पॉन्सिबल हैं हेल्थ एंड सेफ्टी के. एम्प्लॉयर जो है वो अल्टीमेट रिस्पॉन्सिबल है एट द एंड. उसके बाद डायरेक्टर्स, मिडिल मैनेजर्स या हर बंदा जो उस काम से जुड़ा हुआ है किसी ना किसी तरह से वो रिस्पॉन्सिबल है. प्लस जो लोग जुड़े हुए हैं वो इस चीज के भी रिस्पॉन्सिबल हैं कि मेंबर्स ऑफ पब्लिक को बचाया जा सके, इन्वायरमेंट को बचाया जाए और अदर ह्यूमन और मशीन्स जो हैं, एसेट्स जो हैं, उनकी प्रोटेक्शन की जाए, उनकी सेफ्टी को इंश्योर किया जाए. इसलिए वो ये सब लोग रिस्पॉन्सिबल हैं हेल्थ एंड सेफ्टी के. एम्प्लॉयर का हमने पहले भी पढ़ा है कि एम्प्लॉयर इज द वन, employer carries ultimate responsibility for ensuring that the workplace is safe and free of health and safety risk. Employer is the responsible on the first step, and then employer is distributing the roles and responsibilities with his team or with his or within the organization. Then we went to the second step, which is directors and senior managers. ये वो लोग होते हैं जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस को डायरेक्शन देते हैं, ये वो लोग होते हैं जो इसको चलाते हैं, जो लेके चलते हैं इस पूरे प्रोसेस को। इनका बहुत इन्फ्लुएंस होता है प्रोजेक्ट में, वर्क प्लेस पे। ये सेट करते हैं प्रायोरिटीज को कि किस काम को पहले करना है, किसको बाद में करना है, और किस चीज को कितनी प्रायोरिटी दी जाएगी। ये एलोकेट रिसोर्स करते हैं, दे आर एलोकेटिंग द रिसोर्सेज एंड दे आर प्रोवाइडिंग sufficient resources and man powers to complete or to achieve the task. They are also allocating the responsibilities. They are responsible to ensuring that all legal requirements are being met. उनकी जिम्मेदारी है कि वो इस बात को इंश्योर करें कि जो भी लीगल रिक्वायरमेंट्स हैं वो पूरी की जा रही हैं। ये तो है डायरेक्टर्स का, सीनियर मैनेजर्स का रोल। फिर जो मिडिल मैनेजर्स होते हैं उनका रोल ये होता है कि वो डे टू डे एक्टिविटीज जो होती हैं, इनमें साइट सुपरवाइजर, साइट इंजीनियर्स, कंस्ट्रक्शन इंजीनियर्स या कंस्ट्रक्शन हेड जो होते हैं, प्रोजेक्ट बेस या फ्लोर बेस या विद इन अ स्पेसिफिक एरिया और स्पेसिफिक डिपार्टमेंट जो होते हैं, उनकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज होती हैं कि वो डे टू डे एक्टिविटीज जो है ना उनको मॉनिटर करें, उनको प्लान करें, लोका हेड प्लान बनाएं, उनको इस तरह से प्लान करें कि जो आने वाले रिस्क हैं वो ऑलरेडी कम्युनिकेट किए जा चुके हैं लोगों के साथ। दे आर रिस्पॉन्सिबल for organizing day-to-day operational activities. Then safety specialists, they are responsible to give advice to the management on the legal requirement. इनकी जिम्मेदारी है कि ये मैनेजमेंट को लीगल रिक्वायरमेंट पे एडवाइस करें, ये हेल्थ एंड सेफ्टी हैजर्ड या रिस्क जो है वर्क प्लेस पे उनके बारे में एडवाइस करें, रिस्क असेसमेंट या जॉब सेफ्टी एनालिसिस उनमें पार्टिसिपेट करें, सेफ्टी मीटिंग्स अटेंड करें और उनको बताएं कि ये लीगल रिक्वायरमेंट है और ये सेफ्टी स्टैंडर्ड्स रिक्वायरमेंट है जो हमको फॉलो करनी है। फॉर एग्जाम्पल वर्क एट हाइट होने जा रहा है तो वो उनको लुक का हेड दे, मतलब टाइम से पहले उनको बताए कि 1 महीने के बाद हम एक्सीवेशन या वर्क एट हाइट करना चाह रहे हैं, उसके लिए हमें ये ट्रेनिंग चाहिए, इस तरह के मटेरियल्स चाहिए, इस तरह के रेस्क्यू इक्विपमेंट्स चाहिए। दिस इज द रोल ऑफ अ सेफ्टी स्पेशलिस्ट। What are the typical responsibility for health and safety specialists we just discussed? They have to advise the management on their roles and responsibilities. Typical responsibilities including these below. Now we will go to the workers. What are the responsibilities of the workers? Also we study in the first element that as per ILO, some responsibilities are also implemented on the workers. They need to ensure that they follow the safety instructions. They should use the safety equipments properly. They should follow the instructions given by supervisor and the safety team or other project stakeholders. This is the responsibility of the workers. They must not do anything which can cause harm to them or to others. Controller of the premises, to the extent that they have control. Controllers of premises are responsible for ensuring the premises are safe to use as a workplace and that there is a safe access to it and egress. So job controller या controller of premises, there is no specific people, but the senior managers or the directors, they assign a team or a person that you are responsible to ensure that safe access and egress is available in the project. Workplace जो है वो safe है. There is a designated team. They are known as controller of the premises. Then contractor and self-employed. Contractors वो होते हैं, क्लाइंट ने एक प्रोजेक्ट बनाया, प्रोजेक्ट एक लॉन्च किया, आफ्टर लॉन्चिंग द प्रोजेक्ट क्लाइंट इज awarding the project or different tasks to different contractors. So they are responsible for their own safety and their own employees, and they are responsible for all around their workplace. They have to take reasonable care of their own
Sir,
health and safety and health of the other people's.
sir, can you give more examples on contractors and self-employed?
Okay, contractors are the parties which are awarded to complete the task. You can say they are the job performers. For one project, there can be many contractors. Mostly there is one prime contractor or one main contractor, and then main contractor is hiring subcontractors to facilitate the project. ये वो लोग हैं जो प्रोजेक्ट को या ऑपरेशंस को कंप्लीट करने सॉरी जो ऑपरेशन को कंप्लीट करने के लिए आते हैं। तो इनकी जिम्मेदारी है कि ये कोई ऐसा काम ना करें जिसकी वजह से किसी दूसरे के ऊपर कोई मुश्किल हो या हेल्थ इफेक्ट्स या सॉरी जस्ट अ मोमेंट
Sir, have water, please.
Yes, guys, sorry for
It's
this.
fine, sir.
I'm feeling some cough. Anyway, so contractors, they are responsible to ensure that they are not doing anything which can cause harm to anyone in the workplace, to environment, to plants, equipments. Like they are responsible, same like the main contractor. The same rules which main contractor have or the client have developed, the same rules are applicable on each party of the project.
Right, sir.
Yeah, then suppliers, manufacturers, and designers. Okay, this is a small slide, but it have much more importance. I will explain how. The suppliers are a party who are coming to deliver the materials, tools, and equipments, or even the humans in the projects. So they are suppliers, and they need to ensure that they are providing adequate PPEs to their workers if they are providing the manpower, if they are supplier for manpower, if they are supplier for materials, they should provide appropriate and safe materials. They should transport the material in safe manners. They should unload the material in safe manners. They should follow the project safety rules. They should, if they are providing like chemicals or hazardous material, they should provide the MSDS or SDS safety data sheets along with the material. They should ensure that the materials are coming in time and handled properly. They should provide appropriate guideline of handling and storage of the materials, tools, substances, etc. And the same rules are applicable on them as well. And then the designers are responsible to ensure that the designs are safe. For example, they are designing some materialistic objects, some steel fabricated objects, so they should not design it in a way that it have a sharp edge or the load is too heavy to carry for one or two people. They should assign the product should not create additional hazards. For example, it's a construction project. They are going to design, and they should design the excavation in such a manner that excavation, the chances of collapse of excavations are very less or minimized. मतलब उनको ऐसे डिजाइन करना है उन चीजों को कि उनकी कोई शार्प एज ना बन सके। मतलब डिजाइन ऐसा होना चाहिए इंस्टेड ऑफ एक बड़ी बड़ी या बल्क क्वांटिटी में चीजों को बनाने की, अगर पॉसिबल हो तो उनको छोटी क्वांटिटी में या छोटे यूनिट्स में बनाया जाए ताकि उनको कैरी करना आसान हो। अगर वो एक्सीबिशन को डिजाइन कर रहे हैं तो एक्सीबिशन को इस तरह से डिजाइन करें कि उस एक्सीबिशन के कोलैप्स होने के चांसेस जो है ना वो मिनिमाइज हो जाए, या जितने कम हो सकते हैं उतने कम हो या खत्म किए जा सके। फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर ओपन एरिया में एक्सीवेशन हो रही है और सॉइल टाइप जो है वो टाइप सी है, या सिर्फ सैंडी एरिया है, डून सैंड है, तो उसको एक प्रॉपर स्लोप वो सजेस्ट कर सकते हैं एज पर टाइप ऑफ सॉइल और टाइप ऑफ मटेरियल, और adequate shoring, benching, whatever the required things, they can design accordingly so that it will not create additional hazards. And then clients and contractors. If a client can be held responsible for an injury caused by a contractor working for that client, then it must be in the client's own best interest to ensure that contractors do not endanger workers or the others. This is very important. For example, you are working in X community or X factory. Okay, the factory owner is the one who built all this setup. He put a lot of investment, and then he gives some task to contractors, to some subcontractors or some other companies that prepare this chemical for me in my unit. So other company came, they start working in that factory area or in that specific workplace or in the building. So the client, he will ensure that his contractor is working in safe manners. That is the role of client, and client is always the top authority. Client is always the one who can suspend the project if they are not complying with the safety requirements. Client is the one, he can set the rules for the contractors that dear contractors, these are the safety rules and these are the safety requirements which you have to follow while you are completing this X number of tasks. So now we are going for selecting of the contractors. When we are selecting a contractor, what are the things we should check, or what things should be checked while selecting a contractor? First of all, their health and safety policy, कि उनकी हेल्थ एंड सेफ्टी पॉलिसी कैसी है। अच्छी है, बुरी है, बनाई हुई है, कब रिव्यू हुई है, और रिस्क असेसमेंट्स उन लोगों ने कितनी की हुई है, या किस तरह की रिस्क असेसमेंट है उनके पास, उसकी क्वांटिटी और क्वालिटी कैसी है। फिर उनकी क्वालिफिकेशंस एंड ट्रेनिंग रिकॉर्ड्स, उनके जो मैन पावर है वो कितने क्वालिफाइड है, कितनी कौन से लेवल पे उनको ट्रेनिंग्स मिली हुई है, उनके पास कितनी प्रोफेशनल बॉडीज की मेंबरशिप है। Like when we hire a contractor, we will check each and everything. It called as pre-qualification. Okay, we will check their safety manuals, we will check their safety policy, their risk assessments, qualifications, previous projects, the feedback from the previous clients, the legal actions against that contractor, accident records, incident records, and workers turnover. We will check like how often the workers are changing this organization. That shows the accident records or the morale or the safety culture of the organization. These are the things which we are checking or ensuring before selecting a contractor. Now we are going to start a work or planning the work when a contractor is on board. Of course, the purpose is to start the work and to finish the job in appropriate times. So information to be shared between client and contractors. There is a complete information like this is the process, this is the project, this is the location, and you are going to construct these items 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever is the scope of the work. That called scope of the work. Then the client communicate with them. These are the hazards in the workplace, and these are the hazards will be generated from the further activities. What are the risk assessments required? How you will prepare the risk assessment, and which type of method statements you need to be prepared. So a sample of all documents, or you can say a go by documents, are provided to the contractor in the planning phase. Then coordination of the work is arrangements between the client and contractor include ensuring activities don't conflict, permit to work system to control activities, key contacts, workers foreman identify to ensure continuity. Okay, that is a coordination. We also call it as a kick-off meeting, that when a contractor is going to start their coming, they are having a meeting with client, with project management team. They are explaining them what we are going to do, so that their activities are not getting conflict in all manners, in project scheduling, in project safety, project quality, and as a shape of financial issue. So they clear everything, and then they share the contact number of key personnel in the project. In case of emergency, in case of something gone wrong, to whom you have to contact. These people are mostly the site superintendents or site engineers or the construction leads in the project, or the emergency commanders as well. This is just for your information, and this is important because it have a lot of knowledge in this one. Because when the if the coordination is done in proper manners, it means the work execution can be done in proper manners. Okay, joint occupiers of the premises. Oh, sorry, monitor and control. Client must, it's the responsibility of the client that they must monitor the work to ensure safety. The client can stop work. I already explained this slide to you, that this is the responsibility of client, because he is the one who is awarding the work and he is the one who is paying the money to the contractor, that they must follow the safety rules or the standards set by the client. Client can do the audit, client can do the
Sir,
inspections. They can,
contractor means to
yes,
be a company or any organization.
contractor, yes, any organization.
Contractor
Yes. Okay,
can be
I will give you a simple example of constructing my house. If I am constructing my own house, I am the client, and I hire a contractor, which we call thekedar in our language. We hire a thekedar. Please come, and this is the house: 4 bedrooms, 2 hall, 3 washrooms, and kitchen, and one dining area, one sitting area, lounge, swimming pool. That all you have to construct. So that is a contractor. When I am a client, I am the one who is giving instructions to him, and I am the one who will set the policy. I am the one who set the standards and rules. I will tell him this type of material you have to use and these safety standards you have to follow. If he is not following, I have the right to stop their work. I have the right to suspend their payments as per the contract or as per the agreement.
right. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, welcome. And the joint occupiers of the premises, yes, this is covered under Convention 155, Article 17. Joint premises are like if on the same place more than one contractors are working. For example, there is a pipeline work going on where one contractor is responsible to excavate the trench, and the other contractor is responsible to lay the pipes. Then the third contractor is responsible to joint the pipes. It can be a welding, it can be HDP or bit fusion, whatever the type. Like I just give example that there are three contractors included in the same task. So the main contractor is responsible to ensure that roles and responsibilities are distributed and every contractor have full control on their premises to avoid any conflict and to avoid the blame culture in the organization. And then this is the end of section quiz. Who does an employer own a duty to with regard to health and safety? How can directors influence health and safety? What are the key worker responsibilities? What would you look for check when selecting a contractor? Last one is the pre-qualification. The third one is workers' responsibilities. We study like 4 times already. How can directors influence health and safety? Yes, this is very important. I will explain only this one now. Director is a person who,
Sir, the previous one I did not understand.
sorry,
The previous one, sir, मुझे previous one की समझ नहीं आई जो था ना joint occupiers of.
ज्वाइंट ऑक्यूपायर्स। ओके जी, ज्वाइंट ऑक्यूपायर्स वो
Yes sir,
होते हैं जो
joint
एक एक
occupiers
साइड
of
एक एक वर्क
premises.
प्लेस पे मुख्तलिफ लोग काम कर रहे होते हैं। आपको मिसाल दी है कि एक पाइपलाइन का प्रोजेक्ट है, एक कंपनी है, उनका काम सिर्फ ये है कि वो आते हैं, एक्सकेवेशन करते हैं और चले जाते हैं। फिर उसके बाद दूसरी कंपनी आती है, वो पाइप ले करते हैं और चले जाते हैं। उसके बाद तीसरी कंपनी आती है, वो उन पाइप्स को जोड़ते हैं, आपस में वेल्ड करते हैं। वो किसी भी किस्म की वेल्डिंग हो सकती है, तो वो वेल्ड करते हैं। तो मतलब वो तीन कंपनीज या तीन कॉन्ट्रैक्टर्स हैं जो एक प्रेमिसेस को ऑक्यूपाई कर रहे हैं सेम टाइम पे, और उसके बाद फिर उनको उसको बैकफिल भी करना है। तो जब ये इस तरह की सिचुएशन होगी तो मेन कॉन्ट्रैक्टर या क्लाइंट वो कंट्रोल करेगा इसको, ताकि उनकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज का या ड्यूटीज का आपस में कॉन्फ्लिक्ट ना हो। वो एक क्लियर मीन्स ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन या क्लियर प्रोसीजर डेवलप करेंगे कि फर्स्ट कॉन्ट्रैक्टर जिसने एक्सेवेशन की है उसने एरिया 1 से एरिया 5 तक एक्सेवेशन किया है और उसके बाद प्रॉपरली हैंड ओवर किया है कंपनी बी को, उस कंपनी को जिन्होंने पाइप ले करने हैं, क्योंकि वो सेकंड पार्टी है वहां पे, और थर्ड पार्टी फिर पीछे आएगी उसको ज्वाइंट करने के लिए। इसी तरह से जब सेकंड पार्टी अपने पाइप ले कर देगी, अपना टास्क कंप्लीट कर देगी, तो उसके बाद वो थर्ड पार्टी को रिटर्न प्रोसीजर के मुताबिक हैंड ओवर करेगी वर्क प्लेस, कि ये वर्क प्लेस है, हम इसको सेफ छोड़ के जा रहे हैं, ये काम था, ये चीजें हैं, अब आपने इसकी जिम्मेदारी अब आपकी हुई। तो ये होते हैं ज्वाइंट ऑक्यूपायर्स ऑफ द प्रेमिसेस। लाइक एक ही जगह पे मुख्तलिफ लोग काम कर रहे हैं, मुख्तलिफ कंपनीज या मुख्तलिफ
Right,
कॉन्ट्रैक्टर्स काम कर रहे हैं।
right. Sir, one more question.
यस,
And from end of section quiz, who does an employer owe a duty to with regards to health and safety?
yes, I will explain this. That I told you. Number 4 is what would you look for check when selecting a contractor that is a pre-qualification. What are the key workers' responsibilities? We already studied many times, starting from the day one. Okay, how can directors influence health and safety? I will explain this one and then we will go to the first one. How how directors are people who are on big positions. They are the one who have to lead by example. They are the one who have to follow the safety by themselves, and then people will look on them and then they will follow. If a director is not taking care of the safety when he is going to the workplace, means the people also ignore. If he is not interested in reporting the near misses, investigation the near misses, or investigating the accidents, means his commitment is not good. When he is not, then the senior manager under him, he will follow the same, that yeah, my director is not interested in this one, so I will not. That how they influence. And if a director put more resources, give more or adequate required resources and budgets to the safety, that yeah, this is the safety concern, we have to comply with the safety requirements, and whatever is required, he should assign people, he should assign responsible teams to do that. It means he is showing a good commitment. When he is showing a good commitment, the managers or the peoples under him will follow the same. Another example, as a manager or as a director, if he is going to the workplace and he is not wearing PPEs, so what workers will think? Yeah, The director is coming here. He is human, same like us. If he is not wearing the helmet or the glasses or the safety shoes, it's okay. We will not wear. That is how they influence. Okay. What does an employer owe a duty to with regards to health and safety? Okay. They own employees to ensure their health and safety. They are responsible employer for their own personal health and safety. They are responsible for other workers, not employees, like other workers, their own workers and their subcontractors, and they are responsible to ensure the safety of the members of public, the trespassers, people living in the community, kids playing around, the animals passing from that area. They are responsible to ensure all these things. They are responsible to ensure the safety of visitors. Even the purpose of the visit is related to work or not related to work, but still they are responsible to ensure. That is one thing. Who does an employer own a duty to with regards to health and safety? So employer की ड्यूटी है कि वो इन सब की केयर करेगा. ये हमने फर्स्ट एलिमेंट में भी पढ़ा था, अंडर द ड्यूटी ऑफ एम्प्लॉयर्स. जी क्लियर है?
यस सर सर, हमने इसको रीड किया था, एम्प्लॉयर्स रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज इन द
जी
फर्स्ट एलिमेंट.
ये वही है.
राइट सर, थैंक यू सर.
Welcome. Okay, section 3.2. We will just cover section 3.2 and the remaining we will do tomorrow, inshallah. The concept and significance of health and safety culture. Okay, health and safety culture. What do we mean by the term health and safety culture? What features would you expect to see in an organization with a good health and safety culture? Let's we go to this definition of culture. The safety culture of an organization is the shared attitudes, values, beliefs, and behaviors relating to health and safety. सेफ्टी कल्चर वो चीज होती है जो नॉर्मल कॉन्सेप्ट लोगों के दिमाग में पाया जाता है एक वर्क प्लेस में. लाइक एक वर्क प्लेस पे या एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में जो लोग काम करते हैं, उनका बिहेवियर कैसा है सेफ्टी के लिए, उनका कैसा एटीट्यूड है, वो सेफ्टी को कितनी वैल्यू देते हैं, कितना बिलीफ है उनका सेफ्टी के ऊपर, ये होता है सेफ्टी कल्चर. इसमें कौन सी चीजें इसको इन्फ्लुएंस करती हैं? सबसे पहले मैनेजमेंट. जैसे मैंने पहले बताया, इफ द सीनियर मैनेजमेंट इज नॉट कमिटेड टू सेफ्टी मींस द कल्चर इज पुअर, because they are the one who have to lead by example. They are the one who have to allocate required resources for health and safety. If they are not providing this, means they it's a poor or bad influence. Then communications, workers competence, cooperation. Okay, these three things have also influence. If the workers are not competent, if they don't have training and knowledge, their perception about the risk is very low. उनको पता नहीं है कि उनकी साइट पे क्या है, उनको कौन से हेल्थ हैजर्ड्स हैं, कौन सी परेशानियों का सामना हो सकता है, कौन से रिस्क है उनकी साइट पे. अगर उनको पता नहीं है तो वो रिस्क को इग्नोर करेंगे और एक पुअर सेफ्टी कल्चर प्रमोट होगा. और अगर प्रॉपर कम्युनिकेशन वहां पे नहीं है, फॉर एग्जांपल ट्रेनिंग्स है या कोई भी सेफ्टी पॉलिसी है उसको कम्युनिकेट नहीं किया गया, हेल्थ एंड सेफ्टी प्लान है उसको प्रॉपरली कम्युनिकेट नहीं किया गया, इफ देयर इज अ पुअर कम्युनिकेशन ऑफ सेफ्टी rules and procedures in the workplace, the safety culture will be poor. Cooperation. If workers don't have a good cooperation with each other, they are not cooperating, they are not sharing the responsibilities, they are not sharing the problems, they are not sharing the lesson learned with each other, it means it's leading to a poor safety culture in the organization. Culture is a mindset of the persons in an organization how to deal with health and safety. कल्चर इंडिकेटर्स. व्हाट आर द इंडिकेटर्स? लाइक कौन सी चीजें हैं जिनसे कल्चर का पता चलता है? एक्सीडेंट रिकॉर्ड्स. इफ द एक्सीडेंट रिकॉर्ड्स इज मोर मींस इट्स पुअर सेफ्टी कल्चर. इफ द सिकनेस रेट, लोगों के बीमार होने की जो शरह है वो ज्यादा है, लोगों की एब्सेंसेज जो है वो ज्यादा है, स्टाफ टर्नओवर इज मोर, कंप्लायंस विद सेफ्टी रूल्स इज लेस, वर्कर्स कंप्लेंट्स आर मोर, स्टाफ मोरल, these are the indicators of good or bad safety culture. If accident record is more, means poor safety culture. If sickness rate is very less or nothing, means good safety culture. If the absence record of the organization is more people are getting absent from the work, means it's a poor safety culture. It's an indicator. ये शो करता है, ये दिखाता है कि सेफ्टी कल्चर जो है वो पुअर है. अगर उनका सेफ्टी रूल्स के साथ कंप्लायंस अच्छा है तो मींस अच्छा सेफ्टी कल्चर है, गुड सेफ्टी कल्चर. इफ इट्स बैड, it's a poor safety culture. Morale of the workers, if they are high morale of the workers, means it's showing the good safety culture. And on the other hand, if the morale of the workers is down, nobody is taking care of them, nobody is listening them, they are complaining but no action, means it's a poor safety culture.
Sir, please repeat compliance with
Okay,
safety
compliance with
rules.
safety rules. As I mentioned in the earlier slides, that there are some rules and standards. If there is a proper compliance with these rules, means it's a good safety culture. If the organization is complying with the legal requirement, with international or the local standards, means they are in good compliance. For example, as a compliance in heat stress, it's required from the contractor or from the organization that the worker should not work under direct sun from 12 to 3 p.m. In the midday, it's when it's peak of the heat, the workers are not allowed to work under the direct sun. If the companies are following this one, means they are taking care of the safety, and it's an indicator of good safety culture. But on the other hand, if they continue working, no problem, we will give you rest break, no problem, we will give you more drinking water, no problem, we will give you 1 hour extra overtime just to finish the job, even it's very hot, even it's a legal requirement to not to work. But if they continues like this, it shows a poor safety culture.
सर स्टाफ टर्नओवर को भी रिपीट कर दें. स्टाफ
स्टाफ
टर्नओवर.
टर्नओवर होता है लोगों का काम करने की ड्यूरेशन, मतलब कितने महीने, कितने साल या कितनी जल्दी वो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को चेंज करते हैं. अगर एक बंदा एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में आया और सालों से चल रहे हैं, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में जो स्टाफ है वो बहुत सालों से चल रहा है, तो मीन्स के वहां पे एक पॉजिटिव या गुड सेफ्टी कल्चर है. अगर लोग आए 1 महीना, 2 महीने, 6 महीने काम किए, फिर चले गए, फिर आए, फिर चले गए, स्टाफ टर्नओवर ज्यादा होगा, लोगों का आना जाना लगा रहेगा, मीन्स परमानेंट स्टाफ वहां पे नहीं रुकता, तो वो नहीं रुकेंगे, तो एक पुअर सेफ्टी कल्चर है. इसी तरह
राइट.
वर्कर कंप्लेंट्स हैं, अगर उनकी कंप्लेंट्स को हैंडल किया जाता है प्रॉपर तरीके से, उनकी टेकिंग केयर की जाती है कि ये वर्कर्स ने कंप्लेंट की है तो क्यों की है, व्हाट इज द रीजन बिहाइंड, अगर उसको इन्वेस्टिगेट किया जाता है तो वो एक गुड सेफ्टी कल्चर है, अगर नहीं किया जाता तो नेगेटिव सेफ्टी कल्चर है.
राइट.
Okay. Then factors to promote positive or negative safety culture. If there is a poor management or lack of leadership from the management, the presence of blame culture, if there is a blame culture, like कोई भी जिम्मेदारी लेने को तैयार नहीं है, they are putting the responsibility on each other. No, I am not responsible for that. This is the responsibility of X department or Y person. It means there is a blame culture that can promote negative culture. Lack of management commitment to safety, if management committed nahi hai health and safety ke sath, it will lead to negative culture. Organizational changes, if there is a changes in the organization and they are the new management or the new structure of the organization, they are not giving priority to safety, means it's a negative safety culture. High staff turnover rates, we just read before that, if the turnover staff turnover is more, it's a negative safety culture. It promote a negative safety culture because people will think that okay, I am here only for 3 months, as I get an opportunity in a good organization I will leave. Once this comes to the mind, they will not take care, they will not take care of the safety or the quality or other requirements in the project. Interpersonal issues like peer group, sometimes there are people who are working in an organization since a long time in the same industry, they join an organization newly, like they transfer from one to other, and they are thinking that no problem, this is a very easy task, I am doing this task without any safety protocol. That is a peer pressure, that he can influence his co-workers. Yeah, no need to wear the safety helmet, nothing will fall on your head, no need to wear the safety shoes. That is a peer pressure. Again, one more example, one person, he is working in organization X, who is very careful in safety, they never compromise on safety, but he transfer to organization Y where there is no safety culture. And when he enter in that workplace, he see that nobody is wearing safety helmets, nobody is wearing other personal protective equipment, nobody is providing the barriers around the excavation. So he, because he is the one and he just came here, so he will be influenced under the group who is working already in the project or in the workplace. So that is known as peer pressure. So peer pressure is also one item which lead to the negative safety culture in the workplace. Same poor management system, external influence like economic, climates, or other issues external which people face, like the client or the government authorities, they are not taking care. They have no concern about the safety. Client only need production. He want the company or the organization or the contractor to finish the task within a specific time, regardless what happened to the safety of the peoples or safety of the equipments. So these are the factors which promote negative culture in the workplace. And then reorganization, if there is a reorganizations in the वर्कप्लेस और इन द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, लाइक कंपनी टेक ओवर, कंपनी को सेल कर दिया गया, कंपनी किसी दूसरी कंपनी में मर्ज हो गई है, कंपनी की मैनेजमेंट चेंज हो गई है, डिपार्टमेंटल स्ट्रक्चर चेंज हो गया है, या रिडंडेंसी हो गई है, मतलब कुछ ऐसी मेजर चेंजेस हो गई हैं जिनकी वजह से पूरा स्ट्रक्चर चेंज हो गया ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का, तो हो सकता है जो नया स्ट्रक्चर आए या जो नई टीम आएगी उनको उनकी प्रायोरिटी नहीं होगी सेफ्टी। जब सेफ्टी उनकी प्रायोरिटी नहीं होगी, रीऑर्गेनाइजेशन हो गया, तो उसके बाद क्या होगा, लोगों का सेफ्टी के लिए बिल्कुल ध्यान नहीं रहेगा। वो क्या करना शुरू करेंगे, अपनी मर्जी से काम करेंगे, कोई गाइडलाइन नहीं होगी, कोई सेट जो होगा अपना रूल्स या स्टैंडर्ड्स नहीं होंगे, तो जिसके दिल में जो आएगा वो करेगा। अगर कोई रिडंडेंसी होती है, कोई जॉब का डिसमिसल हो जाना, लाइक कोई जॉब है, प्रोजेक्ट है, उसको वापस ले लिया गया, फिर किसी को असाइन कर दिया गया, मतलब कुछ मेजर चेंजेस हो गई हैं, तो उसके बाद वहां पे नेगेटिव सेफ्टी कल्चर जो है वो हो जाता है। ओके, लीडिंग टू कंसंट्रेशन ऑन द न्यू ऑर्डर, अनसर्टेनिटी ओवर रोल, या अगर लोगों को